If that's the question, huh?
Oh, I think we are beautiful. Good morning. Hey, lady, you have me up at this hour. I just want to go on record. You, only you,
You
could
love
have me up
me.
at this hour.
You love me.
I love you. I love you like a love song, baby.
I know you do, and I love you too. Thank you so much. Well, anyways, happy Saturday, y'all. Hello, people. Hello, beautiful gang. I love it. I'm just like, I live for this day. I cannot wait for Saturdays to come just so that I can see all those beautiful people just pulling up. And I'm so sorry I missed it last Saturday, but I know you, like you, Constance, and Nick just held the fort down. Thank
It
you
was a
for
lot of
that.
fun. I'm not gonna lie. It was so much fun, and it was so funny because I did get a lot of discreet what's wrong with Raquel? Raquel, okay? I'm like, yeah, girl's fine, guys. She's hard. She's rocking it with her fam bam in El Salvador. So
Yes, it was. I hadn't been back in 14 years. So this was definitely one of those. It was like culture shock because it has changed a lot. El Salvador, and it has changed a lot. And not getting into politics, but with the current president has changed way more. So for the better. So, but anyhow, like I said, I'm just so happy to be back. It was one of those trips that really cemented a couple of things that I had in my head, and it was sort of healing as well. And I do talk about this in my book, and I'll talk about it further in the show. But oh my gosh, I see everyone put it up. Hello, Leslie. Good morning. Love you. Hi, Kristen. Look at this. I'm so
I know.
happy. You know why? Because it just shows the support that we have, right? Even not just in the house, but in the external communities that are out there. Like, for example, let me take a quick second to give a shout out to Trevor Van Worten. He has a show right after mine, and
Yes,
I'm just like, I love how our worlds are connecting, right? That's what it's about.
it is.
And so we have Trevor, and we also have Corey Lopez Warfield. Shout out to you. I know you have your audio at the same time that the Warfields meet. It's Erica Warfield and him. So shout out to you. Hope you have a lovely Saturday and a successful show. And also after that, we have, man, there's like so many different events. Shout out. I was listening to Melissa Houston speak earlier, and man, they were talking about such an important topic, which is bullying. And I definitely want to be able to have her on too so that we can talk about that because it's so important. But before we go any further, Sia, you're just sitting there and like smiling.
I'm like, I can't tell you. Okay, first off, I'm just amazed. There's some West Coast people up at this hour. And I'm like, what is wrong? I'm like, I love my Saturdays to sleep in. Like, I was gonna make fun of you of like, hey, thank you for
I
scheduling 9
needed this
a.m. because
today.
I'm awake. Thanks for waking me up. But
No,
dude,
so go ahead. Uh-huh.
I know I'm just saying I'm so pleasantly pleased to see all these amazing people. I'm trying to
Oh,
because I don't want to put up the chat overlay just yet,
yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
good morning, everyone. Good
I
fracking Saturday. Yay.
know. For real. See, let me tell you I mean, I guess a little disclaimer. I was up binge watching Netflix, Queen Charlotte. And yeah, I went to bed like super late, and I was just like, okay, Raquel, you need to pick me up this morning in order to function. So cheers to y'all having coffee, whatever you guys are having today. Cheers. I love your mugs, Sia. You always have the most like, I don't know, like just pretty. They're
Th-
so pleasing to the eye.
This is my Alaska mug.
When
And
are we
it
going to Alaska? I want to see the Northern Lights.
I do too. Oh, girl, okay, wait. So what world travel plans do we have already? We're gonna go to England together,
Yes.
and then we're gonna go to Alaska together. And by the way, Alaska in a heartbeat. I would go in the summertime.
Yes, well, I mean, yeah, no, of course, the winter, I think it will be a little deadly for me. So,
For both of us. We're so warm blooded.
so no, for real though. I was just like, look, if I want to go see Alaska, it's gonna have to be in the summer for sure. So,
Oh,
no, Dr. Constance Leland, good
of
morning,
course she's
sis.
awake. Like I said, of course she's awake. The girl
I'm,
doesn't sleep.
that's what I was gonna say. Didn't we establish like she's some sort of vampire, doesn't sleep or something like that?
Yeah, I
But
gotta
anyways,
tell you, man, you guys, I'm looking at the chats just so nothing makes me like my. I know some people find it annoying, but I find it very like warming. So not
mhm.
annoying, but affirming, self-affirming and affirming of the
Yes,
community. Everyone's like
yes,
saying hi to not just us, but each other.
yes.
Like that is so hella cool, everyone. I'm really like super stoked to see this. It'll.
Yeah,
It's pretty
well, how
funny.
about we actually roll in the intro and just get to it, because we have quite a bit to cover today and we have such a fantastic guest. Good morning, Dr. Brian Sagery. Thank you for tuning in, my fellow Texan and Aggie. Whoop. Whoop.
Okay, I have to remember you guys are Aggies because I will not say what I always say every time I see your school's name.
Yeah, no, don't say it, please. But anyhow, so let's get ready, y'all. Sit tight. We're going to have a fantastic 55 minutes ahead of us. And then right after that, we have so many events going on. So we definitely want to encourage y'all to follow and go continue supporting the other events as well. So let's go ahead and roll the intro, Miss Producer Extraordinaire.
Let's do this.
Hey y'all, welcome to my corner. This is your girl Raquel, aka Raki. Step into our world of connections where I'm a proud Hounds of Business Pack leader, which is a community of entrepreneurs committed to sharing positivity, growing together, and never forgetting to inject some fun. Get to know amazing people in this safe space, so come and join me in my connection corner. And dance, and dance, and dance.
You know what we should
Hey.
do one day, like when you're back up in Dallas? We're just gonna play the whole song in its entirety, so we have our own little dance music. We'll
Mm.
update your intro.
You look like you're doing salsa.
Oh, girl, I like to fancy myself a little salsa dancer, but I really don't know. I don't know the actual steps, but I do emulate as much as I can.
Yes, I was just like, "Look at her." She's like if she has, like, maracas in front of her or something.
I
But
well,
anyways,
I
y'all,
do.
Sia.
You cut me up at this hour, lady? Okay, like, I'm usually rolling into bed around, like, 2 hours before this
Oh
on my
my
Friday night, so there
gosh.
you get what you get.
Yeah, well, I love what I got, and I love what I get every single day from you, so thank you so much for showing up, and, the same for y'all. I hope that you're having a fantastic morning wherever you're tuning in from, and, so yeah, let's go ahead and just, start hitting up our sponsors who are making this possible, because without them, I would not be here, and this would have been created. So who's our first one?
Well, I mean, as we all know and all too well are familiar with a slight individual that may or may not have kicked this all off, you know, the one, the only, bum, 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 Mike Asherbrainer and the
Our
Hounds of Business Happy Hour.
Yes, our alpha and our leader, the creator of this group, this community, the one who started it all. I always sing him praises because, like I said, without him, I wouldn't be here. I'm surprised. Is he in the comments yet?
Yeah, he
He
is, girl. He was like the
Oh, I
first
didn't even
one.
see him. Okay, well, Mike, Asher Branner, good morning to you. Thank you so much. I know you have a full day today as well with your family. Shout outs to your wife and your beautiful girls, and letting you know that we appreciate you. And so, if you don't know who Mike Asher Branner and the House of Business Happy Hour community is, where have you been? Seriously. So, he has a show. Well, besides the fact that he's an amazing individual in his own right in the finance world as all, and also here in LinkedIn growth and engagement. He has a show every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Check it out, where he highlights individuals from all different across industries, all different industries, backgrounds, and just providing value to the audience. So don't forget to check it out, connect with him, and he you'll learn so much from him. I no kidding, and he'll make you laugh all the time.
Yes. I mean, whether it's intentional or not, you will laugh. Whether it's at or with, there will be laughter. So if that's what you're in the mood for, let's I
Yeah.
say join it, check it out, and you too can have a good moment. At least a
Yes.
good moment in time for a couple of seconds. You know what I mean? Even the small moments, I think, are the biggest things.
Yes, it's one of those things like we really need to start like slowing down. Sometimes during the day, girl, I've been losing track of the time and in the whole day, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, it's 3 o'clock already. Like, where did time go? So it's one of those things. It's like yeah, like you were doing yesterday. We use a moment to pause, get together, and literally like not work for like 5 minutes and 10 minutes and just joke around. And that really gives us a boost of energy, a boost of stamina, a boost of just that connection that we have as a team. So try to practice that. And Mike is very good at that. So shout out to you, bro. I love
Shout
you.
out, shout out. But we're not gonna shout out you too much because that head then starts getting big too, right? Like,
Well, he's needy. Remember, we
is
already
such
established he's needy. So
needy baby, greedy baby, indeed.
yeah.
Oh,
Well,
it's
check
okay. We still love you ish.
Yes, we love you, Mike. You know you do. You heart. What is it that he takes like half of my program, basically, just singing him praises. He always says that. But
No.
anyhow, who is our following sponsor?
Well, just a little company called Brilliant Being Media, and for those of you that are like, "What? Who the hell? What the hell is this?" It's my company, peeps. So, Brilliant Being Media is a proud sponsor of the Raquel Flores. Oh, you know what's so funny? I can't say Flores today. What is I am tired. Rocky's Connection Corner. And what do? We help clients with creating digital content um, resonate with their messaging. So if you are looking at something strategically with your overall marketing, or if you want something simple along lines with social media, we're here to help you and we will make it happen. We will help you shine your light like a beacon of light. Next.
That was much improved.
No, right? You know
I
what it
wasn't
is?
here.
Like, I'm not the like, okay, so I discovered this about myself. So anyone curious about how to create your own digital content? We don't just do live streams, we do podcasts. We also do the short videos. We can do all that good stuff, help you guys with your I won't say help you with your branding. We help augment branding. And if you haven't established it, we're gonna inspire you. But we do work with some amazing branding organizations and companies as well, because that's what Brilliant Beam is all about. We have a community of people that can help you. You looking for copywriters? We help you out. You were looking for some web designers? We got people for you. You're looking for voiceover peoples? We got you on that. So whatever it is that you need, come to me and I'm happy to share our light with others.
You still
Oh,
don't have that song,
wait,
right? You still don't have it.
wait, wrong one. Wait, wrong one. I really should label these things.
There you go. There you go.
I really need to get some
Mm.
new sounds too. But
Oh
anyway,
my
those are
gosh.
stock sounds.
Anyhow, y'all, this is the Saturday morning shenanigans. I hope you're enjoyed it. But this is what we do. We learn as we go from our masters. But anyhow, yes, Brilliant Bee Media. Y'all check it out. Check out Syya, connect with Syya, amazing, resourceful guru, expert, just superwoman. So check her out. Check Brilliant Bee Media out. And who is our next one? Who do
A
we
new
have
one,
next?
actually, and I'm
And
very extraordinarily
is it no, not
pleased
new
to
one
share.
yet. No, no, not new one yet. No. Maybe Miss Janice, Miss Tossie?
Oh,
This one?
oh, oh, Miss Tulsi.
Yes,
Oh, shoot.
yes,
Janice,
yes,
sorry, girl.
yes,
She's actually in the
yes.
car too. Okay, look, lady. This is
Drink
what you
some
get
more
at 9
coffee,
a.m.
Sia.
for Sia, okay? 9 a.m. Sia is a very difficult Sia to deal with. All right, let us talk about Tulsi because I do. Ooh, keep talking about Tulsi. I'm going to do something real quick, okay, girl? So I need to buy some time.
Okay, okay. Well, I'll buy you some time. So, y'all, Janice Shokrian and Tausi Brands. So, we've been talking about her and the amazing product that she has to save people's backs and postures. And, especially for our elderly who are just suffering a lot from that. They always sit down. So, the story is that she created this product because of the situation that her father was living in a facility. So, in a long-term facility. So, we give her a shout out because she came in and took the community by storm. She's just amazing. Thank you so much, Janice, for all your literally your help. Your just how she's just so amazing. I mean, I'm lost for words to actually explain what Janice is doing out there in the world, but I'm just so excited to be able to work with you. And I need to chat with you later this week. So I'll be calling you, Janice. So yeah.
Yes, absolutely. And here's the thing about and I'm gonna have a word about this because I really want people to
Mhm.
understand. I'm on a Sia rant situation here, so I'm gonna have a rant moment if you don't mind. Do you
I do
mind?
not. I do not
Do you
mind.
mind? Do you mind? Sia's having a moment. So, guys, if I may have a word about community and relationships and what people do on LinkedIn to grow their community and build relationships. There is there are techniques, if you will, that people have used, are using to get quote their posts to get more attention. Like if you say, I'm gonna work with a group of people and we're all gonna like and comment and follow each other and blah 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 blah. I get that because that is part of the game, if you will, of social media. It's just that is part of it. But here's where I think I would love to clarify about um I want to clarify about the hounds because people are coming up to me now saying, "What is up with the hounds? What is this cult? What are you guys like another like what's that called? You work out CrossFit? Are you guys like a bunch of CrossFitter people?" And
I
it's not
roll.
that. It's not that at all. What we're trying to say is this is when you find your tribe, when you find your group of friends, there is something about that when you have an emotional connection. And I say this about digital content in general. If you create digital content that resonates emotionally with someone, they will always remember it far more than a standard, image that just pops up of a pretty face. You know what I mean? A pretty face is a pretty face. But if that pretty face can actually connect with you emotionally about something that you can relate to in your life, then you've made it viral. Then you've made an impact. So the reason why I'm saying this, and it's a very long windup, is because this past week I have had a somewhat emotional week, and this is along the lines with Tausi. And I want to share the fact that Tausi has really made my life a hell of a lot easier, and I want to share it with you guys as it's processing. And but I believe in it. So when you're talking about relationships and community, the hounds isn't about simply let's just like and comment. Okay, I find that activity a requirement because that is part of the game, but that's not just it. To me, that's a bit of a vacuous type of cursory relationship. What I'm talking about is this: true support, true engagement, true emotional connections, 3 a.m. phone calls. So this past week, my mom was in the hospital. So I've been quite silent on LinkedIn. And so for those that were, if you're playing the quote pod game on LinkedIn, I would probably be on a lot of people's SHIT list because I wasn't commenting, I wasn't posting, I wasn't liking, I wasn't doing any of the standard things that those types of communities are expecting members to do. But here's where I'm gonna tie it all together. See that blue thing behind my my beautiful mom's shoulders? That's a Tausi. So I have not only believed in what Janice is doing with Tassie, I buy her product. We use her product. My mom is in love with that pillow. So what it is, you guys, is it's a pillow that offers additional support outside a standard rectangular shape. It actually has built-in lumbar support and or neck support, just depending on how you position it. In this context, my mom wanted better lumbar support. And so, guys, I fully vouch. I can tell you I use it like Rogaine for certain people of a certain age and demographic. You know what I'm saying? I don't just sell Rogaine, I use it too. So hold on. I
I
know.
s
I had
I
to.
celebrate
But
that.
anyway, anyone that is curious, I know I'm on a little rant, but thank you for giving me that opportunity because I do believe very strongly, guys, communities really do work together, support each other, and help each other grow. I right now 100% unsolicited because I paid for that pillow myself. That product works, and I'm
Yeah.
telling you, as those that are getting older, it's not just for elderly folks, it's also if you travel a lot and fly a lot. Those things, this pillow here is so much better than those big old donut things that you put around your neck. So
Yes. Thank you,
I read.
Sia. Thank you for sharing that. As I see others in the comment are saying that they're also kind of going through the same situation with their loved ones. So we're sending you love, healing
Oh,
vibes, as we all go through that as well. So, but as you see the importance of actually, I see it as collaboration, but and we're cross pollinating, as you say, Sia. So I appreciate you sharing that, and just know we love you and sending mommy some love as well. Mwah. Oh,
yes, yes, yes.
okay.
Thank you, you
Mm.
guys.
All
I
right,
appreciate
well,
that. That's a lot of love. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so without further ado, beautiful.
I know. So before I will not go the traditional way of just bringing the guest in today. I definitely wanted to do it in a different way. I wanted to actually unbox or unwrap a package, okay? And so we'll know what this is. So I'll start with it right now. It's not gonna look
Wait,
pretty.
hold on a second. There we go.
It's not gonna look pretty, y'all. But oh man, that Texas twang just came out, y'all. Really
It was a
hardcore.
little odd, girl. A little odd.
But anyhow, so I have this fantastic package that I received not too long ago, and I wanted to share with y'all. And I'm over here like really screwing this package up. But this is our one and only guest of today's her book, The Affirming Way of Life by Gail Siggelakis. So, yay! You can applause now. You can applause.
I was hitting it, it wasn't going.
So y'all need to check it out. We both have our own copy. She's just fantastic and I'm just so happy and honored to have her here today. So without further ado, let's go ahead and bring Miss Gail Sigalakis up into the stage. Where'd she go? There she is.
Who let the gale out? Who?
What
Who?
a
Who?
great
Who?
intro. Thank you.
Have you ever been received this way, Miss Gail?
Never. I have never gotten and I look at you, you're a celebrity. I feel like I'm with a famous movie star
Oh my gosh, don't
unveiling
say
my
that.
book.
Oh, I love it. I just think that it gives it definitely a different flair, and it really, really gives you that like, oh my gosh, like look at this book. If I mean, just looking at the book, that the cover, it really makes me like feel so alive, energized, and just and so many positive vibes. But before we get into the whole spiel on what you do, tell us a little bit about you, Gail. What is your title? Like, what is it that you do? And how are you doing, first of all, this morning?
How am I doing? Oh, I'm doing great. I'm here with you. My God. It's rainy. I am in New Jersey. I know you're in Texas.
Yes.
It's a dreary, rainy day, but I'm happy. I'm with you. It's fine.
Oh, you the beacon of sun, the sun rays, the sunshine. But I mean,
Uh,
this is what I see. Look at the beautiful butterfly you have in the back there. Just amazing. And that's the same spirit that you give us. Like you just radiate this positivity. So just tell us a little bit about who Gail is and what she does.
All right. Well, I was a elementary school teacher for my career. 38 years in the classroom. Helping children to discover their shine was my passion. When actually 3 years before I retired, my husband, he kept pushing me, you're going to have more money not working than working. But I thought I have such meaning doing what I do. And I couldn't imagine. I thought, I don't want to retire and just have lunch with other people. Like, I love giving back in some way. So, what I did was what enabled me to retire with passion was I pursued my a dream that I had never yet fulfilled, which was writing a book. And books had made such a difference in my life. um, I'm just they helped me through every stage of my life with growth. And, I noticed that paying it forward is a big thing to me. Like people that make a difference. I want to pass it on. So anyway, now, you know, I wrote my book. I love giving talks about what it means to live an affirming way of life. And then during COVID, when I didn't have as many opportunities to give talks in person, I trained as a life coach because a friend of mine was a life coach who just, when we would get together, she'd say, would you like me to coach you on that? And I was so impressed with her skills to help me get to like the essence of what was going on with me and come up with my own solutions that, so that's what I do now. And my specialty, I call myself a midlife reinvention coach because I feel like at this phase of my life, I've reinvented myself twice and I live with such passion. And I'm in that third stage of life. So,
Well,
you know,
let me say something really quick, that it just
I,
stood out from the beginning. You said 38 years you dedicated yourself into the education sector. You were working with elementary children, right?
yeah.
Um, I mean, 38 years, that's like my whole life. I'm just thinking, oh my gosh, like you have so much wisdom, you carry so much expertise in what you do, and everything pretty much is in here of what you learn. So this is why I'm like, y'all, if y'all don't have a copy of this, please get it. It is an amazing book filled with so many golden nuggets. It's like golden nuggets on steroids. But what one of the questions that I had for you was, what prompted you? You speak about passion. What prompted you to do that career change, or saying, hey, you know what? Even though I don't need to work, but I need to go out there and help because it's in my need of helping. Like, what prompted you to say, I'm going to do this?
I think part of it was, I think that, everything any of us do, it's because it gives us a feeling of satisfaction and worthiness. Um, and so I just knew like I said, from being in the classroom for so long with children, that doing things to help other people grow. I guess that's what it was. I am passionate about growing. Like, I did a post. I did a post the other day about Martha Stewart, who's 81, right?
Oh
And
my
she,
God.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Can we
Talk
talk
about
about
that.
that? Can we
Woo,
please talk about this?
fire.
yeah, and she said that life is self-creating throughout the whole life, and if you're not doing that, like I honestly, I used to always think, if you're not learning and growing, you might as well be dead. So it is like being dead. So yeah, so what motivates me to do it, it's my passion to learn and grow and help others, find their inner peace and confidence and passion. Yeah, that's
So,
why I do it.
right. And I mean, I'm glad that you brought that up with, Martha Stewart's stunning picture. I know, Sia, you had something to say about that. And I was just like, I know I was going to give you a chance to say it. Yeah.
Okay. Look, peoples, I know. Martha Stewart is like amazing, but who'd have thought Martha Stewart in the early 90s was one of those types of celebrities, Susie Homemakers from the New England area, very posh, the equivalent of posh in, United States. And she became besties with Snoop Dogg, okay, who's a well-known, rap performer and entrepreneur himself. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to stake my claim. And you know what? I may or may not meet him this summer. And I'm going to ask him flat out, like, did you and can you claim that you influenced her for that photo cover? Because dang nabbit. Oh, dadgummit. Oh, it's a wrong show.
The wrong show.
Hold
I'll
on,
still
hold on.
sip
I don't
though.
care. I don't care. I'm going to still change. I'm kidding. No. But seriously, like, everyone take a sip. Coffee or whatever to have you have in your mouth or hand. He Snoop Dogg was one of those people I think opened Martha's eyes to say, you know what? I can be whatever I want to be. I don't have to play the role of the perfect housewife. She did go to jail, people. She is a convicted felon. But for her at 81 years old to say, you know what? This is the vessel that I reside in and I own it. And damn, she looks hot. Like,
She didn't let that
woo!
define her future and those steps. And I think this is where we bring it back to Gail, that she's saying,
Woo!
we have such a life to live, and there's only one that we live. So why don't we do it by the best, when the positive vibes that we can inject into our lives, affirming it, affirming our way to that. So I think, I'm telling you, I was blown away when I saw that post that you did, Gail, because I was just like, damn, she is hot. Like, she looks better like than 20 years ago.
I mean, she fine, girl. I mean, you know what's so funny? Because she does talk as a bit of a stiffy. I mean, come on. I mean, not stiffy. I mean, like a stiff individual personality, not stiffy, the other stiffy. We don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, no, we don't
I'm
talk.
just gonna stop. Should I just stop? I should just stop.
Yeah, I was just like, Gail's probably like, yes, yeah, no. Okay, so somebody was asking the name of the book earlier. I saw that, and it's The Affirming Way of Life. I don't know if you want to put up the graphic or the link there,
Yeah.
but y'all don't want to miss this. I mean, I'm telling you, it's just like, it helps you strengthen bonds, deepen bonds, and we all want that. We all want that sense of community, and it's just creating. a better happiness, just creating that space of positivity that you surround yourself with. And Gail does an exemplary, just way, the way she does it is just an amazing example of how to lead like that. So, Gail, I mean, I'm butchering, I don't know if I'm butchering your book here or what you're saying, but please explaining
So
it to
far,
us.
you're doing a good job. What did you just ask me?
Just let me
Oh,
know, let us know a little bit more about the book, what people can find in there,
yeah.
the help that they can find in there, if you want to mention a couple nuggets on that.
Sure. It really, I love what you said, that it's about creating bonds. And I'm kind of playing off of something that Sia said earlier. Like she was talking about the hounds and how there's an emotional connection. And the big message in my book, and this is I what I have observed throughout my life is there are so many fundamental things that we were never taught or trained in. So I when I wrote my book, I thought about there is this unmined um, talent, this unmined gift we have that can make our relationships so loving and warm and give us the joy and connection that we want, and people just don't realize it. And that gift is our words. It will actually it starts with our perceptions. So the subtitle of my book is See the Good, starting with seeing the good in the people in our life. You know, it's so easy to take the people we have our closest relationships with for granted, to see what's wrong. So the affirming way of life, it's so simple. We can make it when we choose to make a shift to see what's really good in people and then tell them. And just I could tell you an interesting thing about my relationship with my husband. You know,
Oh, yes,
we're
yes.
married. We're married for, it's going to be 34 years. And I would say in the middle years when our son was in high school, there's various stresses. And I know that I was looking at what's wrong with my husband rather than what's right, because, we're getting kind of disconnected. And when he and I had a reckoning about that together, and I can tell you, what I do, this is every single day. I tell my husband something I appreciate about him, and in my book I call it taking a grateful pause. Like if we take a moment, and I do this with anyone I'm with, but particularly with my husband, I can tell you, it's like I feel like I water my relationship. It's like I water it with loving words to my husband, but that are sincere. It's like the affirming way of life is seeing the good and speaking the good sincerely. And yeah, so my husband, here's an example. The other
Yeah.
day, he took the day off from work and he mulched some trees. Like it's a project we do together. And so I said to my husband after, I mean, I could see, he said, "Did you see what I did?" So I made sure, I said, "Honey, thank you so much. I can't get over all the work you did." Um, yeah, I basically what I'm saying is take the time. Like every time I'm with my son, I talk to my sister every day. Look for what you appreciate. Like don't miss that opportunity, because that's what creates the warmth in the relationship.
I love what you say, when you said taking a pause of gratitude. You said it a little differently,
A
but
grateful
a
pause.
grateful pause. I mean, I just think that it speaks volume. It's just so simple, but yet speaks so much of the power that it harnesses, right? And but unfortunately, in our stresses, in our stressful lives that we lead, we don't do that. But if we just start making that small change, that minute change, it can definitely, just give us so many different positivities that we can start receiving on a daily basis. And I think your book does a great job at actually explaining that, because we need it. We genuinely need it. And I know I was talking to Syya about this the other day. That I was just like, we are just moving so fast every single day, and we never take the time to just go step back and just go, okay, breathe, right? Because we're like, go, 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 go. But it's the importance of actually having that pause that really, really helps us harness and tap into even more potential. I know I see Dr. Brian Sagre in the comments, and he talks about that as well. How the importance of taking breaks and also being just filled with gratitude. What do you think?
Were you asking me?
Whoever wants to chime in.
Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm busy reading comments. Yeah, go for it.
Oh, and if y'all have questions, audience, please feel free to ask Gail any questions. While we have her here, because you could tap into, connect with her, tap into so many different expertises that she has and she carries. And now that we mentioned that, but how can people find you, Gail, if they want to work with you?
Yeah, thank you. Um, well, they can direct message me on LinkedIn. I don't know if you have, did you, I have a website called, I have
Mhm.
two websites. One of my websites is The Affirming Way of Life. It's theaffirmingway.com is to find it. And then I have my coaching website is uppcoach.com. It's Unleash Your Positive Possibilities.
Unleash your positive possibilities. UPP.com.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, we'll put it up right now. And so, who are the types of people you work with, um, Gail? And then we'll hop into a question.
Yeah. I work with mostly women in midlife who, they feel like there's something out of alignment with them. They're feeling stressed or unfulfilled in their personal life, in their work. And, so I help my clients, kind of mine out see what's blocking them and what they really want to do. And, yeah,
Okay.
I've had clients, I had one client, she painted houses, and but what she realized was she wanted to paint murals indoors rather than houses outdoors.
Oh,
I had
that's
another
interesting.
client, um, she was a research scientist for a major pharmaceutical company, and she realized doing the individual research wasn't her thing anymore. She wanted to do more collaborative work, and her passion was pursuing astrology. She, that was her side gig. But it enabled her to get into that.
I gotta ask, because I'm not really typically one for astrology, but I did on a whim in January decide to listen to someone on YouTube, and it was like so it nailed it of that particular situation in my life. Whether I believe in it or not, it doesn't matter. I just heard something that resonated with me and it made me click. And so, do you think that's the purpose of a lot of things? I know a lot of, hey, anyone that's in the chat that does follow astrology or believe, help me understand what is it that it's done to help you. I'm just kind of curious, Gail, is like, does that believing in it, isn't that like a key component of kind of like moving you forward to accept and self-affirm?
Uh, well, there are so many ways for us to better understand who we are. And astrology, actually, like my client, she did a chart for me, but I've always felt that astrology, it just gives us more information about our tendencies. It can tell us, like some of our challenges and what our strengths are. Yeah, I think it can be very valuable.
Raquel, are you a
I'm a
follower of the
Libra.
You're a Libra, you said?
Yeah. How about you?
Same.
Yeah. What's your
Yes.
birthday? What date?
don't want to share that.
Oh, okay. It's okay.
Yes. So, but I believe that there is definitely some truth to once you start exploring all those different, like astrology is very interesting to me. Astronomy is too. But there are so many things that really do come to, like they really do define me and describe me. So I think it's very interesting. I enjoyed like reading about those things and how it really you start finding out a little bit more about yourself and try to like understanding yourself a little bit more. I would say that.
But yeah, and I think everything we're talking about today is about just we're fully understanding and being our true selves and then sharing our gifts with the world. That's what we're all about, right? That's what the hounds are all about. We all have our certain expertise, but and we want to find a way to use our gifts to serve others.
That yes, I see that, and then I see we have another question. Ajaya says to you, Gail, what actions can I take today to affirm my potential and honor my unique talents and passions? That's a great question.
That's a really good question.
I would say that a great place to start might be to do a little journaling and maybe ask yourself the question, if I could do whatever I want to do, what would it be? Like you could do a couple of lists just to explore. One would be, what would it be? And the other would be, what what are the talents? If I were to look at myself objectively or think about, this is another part of the affirming way of life. If I were to think about what are some positive things people notice about me and tell me, because often we don't see ourselves. And I think that if you were to listen to, like I notice this when I watch TV, any famous person you listen to, they will say somebody noticed a certain strength of theirs. And because of that, they then pursued it further. So I would say, in answer to that question, what are you passionate about? Just give yourself a free form explore, brainstorm. And what are positive traits people have noticed about you?
I mean, gosh, that's a knowledge right there speaking, y'all. And the one thing for me, I remember back in the day, they used to say journaling was a key to actually start affirming. And it's one of those that cements your daily routine and your daily habits. Do a daily journal. I mean, it doesn't have to be this extensive encyclopedia thing or research paper, right? It could just be a simple paragraph of what you want to start bringing into your life and on a daily basis. I also remember a coach that I had many years ago told me to write a letter to my future self and to open it in a year of what I thought it would be at that point in a year, right? So I thought that was a very powerful exercise. So I would like to know from the audience, like how many of y'all journal and if it's worked for y'all. And, as far as like affirmations, do y'all practice those on a daily basis? Because I think some people are very torn on that. Some say yes, some say, yeah, it is what it is. And which is everybody's different, right? Everybody's just, personality wise, they're different. Mindsets, they're different. Not everything, like not that same formula is going to work on everybody. But it's just, let's take a poll. How many of y'all use journaling and, do affirmations?
That's
Yeah.
a
Oh, there's,
that
yeah.
that is a that is a very interesting question because I was gonna make a semi-smart aleck response on that, which is for as often as I'm on LinkedIn, I freaking feel like that's my journal half the time. Like seriously, because whenever I post, I don't do the like write your stuff like 5 days in advance type of thing. Like I gotta vibe it. Like for me, that's my personal take. So that means maybe I don't post all the time on LinkedIn, but I actually went through, and maybe other people validate me or not, but you can actually can sense your brain where it's at times, based on some of the posts. So yeah, my journal is LinkedIn, people. So if you want to know what kind of person I am, there you go. Have at it. But there's a question from Stephen Ing. Do you want to read that one off? Can you read it?
Yes, it's long. Okay. So it says, what is your take on society's imposition of a checklist lifestyle on us? Example one, graduate school, find a job, get married, have kids, buy a house, all by a certain age because everyone else is doing it. So, societal norms. What is your take on that?
It's interesting. All of that is the external part of life. Um, you know, that's all about it is external expectations. What I would say about that is that, the internal part, that we have to, not have to, I don't like that word. I'm very conscious of the words. I'm always like re redoing my words if they don't if no shoulds.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, no, I would just say that what that getting in touch with who you are and what's important to you is what will guide you in a better place in regard to all that.
Okay. Yeah, and mhm. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, what do you say on that, Raki or
Oh my
Syya?
goodness. You know, one of those things that I've had this conversation with several individuals on this platform, and Steven is actually one of those. And I know we went into in depth on those societal pressures and what we have to find. It's like we have to follow this timeline, this thing that has been imposed on us. And I'm like, but why? Who came up with this? Who came up with these rules? Who said that this was the formula? What about if I don't want to get married? What about if I don't want to do this? What about if I want to go out there and explore the world and, I don't know, like backpack my way through Europe or something instead of actually forming a family? Like, why would that be looked down upon? So we can take this conversation so many different routes. That's such a loaded question, Stephen, and I think we definitely need to dive deeper into that. But for what Gail said, on the surface, yeah, it's just literally just find out what it is that gives you that passion and that a daily basis, like what gives you that energy to wake up and say, this is what I want to go to. So if you don't feel it, if you're not feeling it, then you're in the wrong spot. Like, that's how I see it, and I've always felt that way. What do you think, Sia?
I'm thinking that, you guys are hella deep people, and maybe I need to, like,
I
get more less shallow in my sense. No, no, no. Okay. So, no, I'm reading the comments. Everyone is like, I just wanna share everyone's comments, and at the same time, I'm also very cognizant of the fact, you guys, that,
the time, yeah, I
yeah, the
know.
time here, but yeah, no, I mean, I'm reading so many great things. Mike, and I'm trying to find it, and because everyone's commenting, I'm losing the comments too, which is, but Mike Osherbrainer, did comment was he hates journaling. That's not his jam, and he actually has come to the realization he was feeling bad about himself because he didn't like journaling, and because people say, "Oh, journal, journal, journal," and that's not the point of it, right? It is just simply a recommendation of a tool to leverage yourself, to find your center, to find your place of well-being, right? Your foundational. I like to say center, right? Where you just find that sense of calm about yourself. Look, people, for I don't journal. Like I said, I linked it and I said it half, hazardly because I think it's funny, but it's sort of true. But for me, if I need to like self affirm, I listen to music. I listen to music that actually resonates with me, where the words mean something to me, or maybe the melodies mean something to me. And that helps me kind of focus my brain and energy to what it is that I need to work on. So find that technique to help you get there. If it's underwater basket weaving, go for it, peoples. Well, I think the point of it is not everyone is going to do the exact same thing and get the same results.
Yeah.
And I think self-affirming, and Gail, I'm sure, I haven't had a chance to complete your book, but I think that's our ultimate goal, right? Is to find that peace of mind within yourself so you can, oh my God, what I'm gonna do? Help shine your light better or keep that light burning inside you consistently, right? And if you need that help, there's affirmation in your community and your friends that can help you keep that light going. Maybe they share their own light with you, or maybe you care bear power share and combine it together. I think that's where I think that whole affirmation, when you're with the right people at the right time, and that could be just within yourself. I think that's that's music to my ears as well. Gail, am I going hippy dippy here?
See,
I don't know.
You went
you
too
are.
deep.
I love to see where you went was perfect. So true. In fact, you know what? Um, I talk about in the book 6 different types of affirming. The first one I call self-supportive words, because words for ourselves, like you hit the nail, girl. Uh, you know, finding whatever, like you said, music, listening to music, and the lyrics speak to you. That gives you that, like, and you called it the inner calm. In my book, I mean, in self-supporting words, for me, I do a number of things to get to that calm. Like, I do this thing I talk about in the book, like, say I'm proud of you. When I do small tasks, there are so many things on our plate every day. And I find that it gives me extra energy if I acknowledge myself. Like, like you would have a boss tell you you did a good job in a day, or a parent give you good. I do that for myself. I also find that gratitude feeds my sense of feeling good with myself, like thinking about what all the good things in my life. So that's something else. And the other is, I don't know if you guys do this, but do you use affirmations, like positive statements you repeat to yourself to bring something about in your life?
I
Because I
I
know,
do. I do, Gail. I definitely do, and I've
yeah.
noticed that those have that definitely have helped, in creating more of a positive aura. Because I said I came from so many different toxic environments, so I said if I do not have it around me, then I'm going to create it within me, and I found that affirmations were the best, and it worked for me. So yeah, and Sia, I think you talked about you didn't wanna go deep, but look at you, you went
I
so deep
know,
in that.
very deep. I
Yes,
agree.
yes. But, oh my gosh, I know we can have this talk for another, like, 2 hours, and just go even deeper into everything that is the power of actually affirming your way through to your best lives, right? So, Gail, I know for the sake of time, I know we have to go, but one last time, how can people find you? And what's the best way that they can find you? And, yeah, so that they can know.
Sia, and the other, I mean, Raki, the other thing we said, that I am offering, that anyone who would like a free hour coaching, anyone who is here wants to take advantage of it, they can DM me on LinkedIn to
Yes.
to explore, in what ways might they want to dive a little deeper to recreate their life.
So you're only offering that to people who actually saw this episode, and they can get an hour with you of
Yeah,
it's like an initial
yes,
consult, or yeah,
yeah.
so coaching with you. Y'all better take advantage of this, because I know y'all have a lot of questions, and unfortunately we're not going to get to every single question. So please DM Gail directly. And like I said, she's having this offer, 1 hour of her sessions, free of charge, so that you see if she can, how she can best help you. Right,
And my
Gail?
and my book is available on Amazon.
Yes, we got that. And people have been scanning it. I saw people were scanning it.
Oh,
So that's
good.
that's a great thing. Yay. Okay,
Listen,
well, uh-huh.
I just want to say thank you so much. You two are amazing, and it is. You two are such naturals with this. This is not natural for me, and I just thank you so much for the opportunity to spend this time with you and our community.
What are you talking about that you're not natural? You just rock this world. You just rock this show. This is just stellar for you, y'all. Give a round of applause to Gail, please, in her amazingness. Come on. Yay.
And I do it for you, girls. Thank you.
Aw. Sia, where's my applause? The producer extraordinaire. I don't know where she's at. To see her.
Oh shoot, did you not get it? Hold on.
No, there we go. Yeah, I think we need you're gonna need some coffee soon, girl. But anyhow, Gail, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for freeing up your time on a Saturday. You know, I know it's family time is very sacred. I hope that please everybody connect, reach out to Gail. She has so many golden nuggets. She has so much expertise to impart on you and to better your life and feel, you know, just surround yourself with positivity. So thank you again, Gail. Wait for us a little bit in the
My
backstage while we
pleasure.
close. And we adore you. We thank you so much for your time. And until next time, thank you. Oh my gosh, y'all. Whew. I think we could have gone like 2 more hours. No joke. Like
I know
seriously.
you're gonna scold me for that too, because I was like, okay, I get it. You're like, she has to go, people. And I do just want to make one quick commentary here to Ajaya. I know you were begging for another question. Do me a favor and do us all a favor. Feel free to DM her on LinkedIn and go and ask her. Ajaya, you were making some really great questions. So I'd imagine you guys would have a lot more conversation. So
I'm sure they
thank you very
will.
much on that. I didn't mean to not get you in. I apologize, but we're
It's
just running
just for
short
the
on
sake
time.
of time, y'all. But anyhow, so this is her book. Please make sure y'all get it. The Affirming Way of Life. I know we showed up the code on many occasions, but feel free to reach out to any of us on the show. Okay, connect with people in the comments. This is a very important book. Like I don't even know. I'm speechless. Man, I'm speechless today by just the amazing stuff that have we've been getting, we've been receiving, other individuals, other creators. And speaking of great stuff, Syya, I know I've asked this question in the past, and I would like the audience to chime in. Are you a coffee or a tea drinker?
I am normally coffee, but I'm in the mood for tea lately, young lady.
What tea
Why would you ask that?
specifically? What tea specifically?
I typically like green tea. I like what's that flower called that they serve at the dim sum? Yummy, yummy. Chrysanthemum, I think is tea.
Oh,
But
okay.
then when mama needs her caffeine, I love the what's it called? It's got the orange in it. It's so good. I had this really good blend in Alaska. Funny enough that you should say that, but it's like that
Oh,
orange black tea combo thingy. It's got some spices in there. Someone that knows their teas, tell me please, because it's so yummy and it's rich and it's just it. Why
I
do you?
take tea. I take tea when I'm mostly like sick or when I'm somewhere where they don't have coffee. But do you take it with like I usually like my tea with like really good honey or just like
Mm.
what about you? Do you take that?
Oh yeah,
Which
I love me some honey, and it's good for those that have allergies.
Yes, so true. Well, speaking of honey, sweetness of life and the sweetness of people are all around the world. I wanted to give a shout out to a company by Michael Carr. It's Be My Blessing. I received my own gift, y'all. I received my own little box and I'm just so excited. And so I wanted to open it and share the goodies with y'all. How about
Ooh,
that? So this is
open it,
yeah, I
open
know,
it.
right? I know, girl. I'm gonna try not to like knock over this 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 microphone here, but I'm just so excited. Tanya, thank you so much. Michael Card, thank you so much for sending me this, because it looks so good, and I didn't even want to like open the box because I was like, oh my gosh, it looks so perfect. It looks so perfect. So, what are the benefits of like honey? I know, and you and I were talking about that yesterday. Remember, you're like, it doesn't expire. Like
It
that's one of the
doesn't.
good
That's a
things,
fun
right?
fact. Where's Brian Sagrade and Lauren? Stop eating breakfast, people, and jump in real quick. No, actually, so honey has a lot of great medicinal qualities about it. It's natural, first off,
Yeah.
and it doesn't ever go bad. It never goes bad. Even if it crystallizes, you guys, all you gotta do is just reheat it up a little bit, and it's good as new. And the thing about honey is and why it's so important to our environment in general is bees. Bees are the ones that are the great pollinators of our earth, right? And for those that have allergies like me, every spring, every fall, I'm like, ugh, death's door basically. If you eat your local honey, you're actually eating the local pollen. And so it helps build your immunity. So if you're allergic to trees, grass, ragweed, blah, 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 it actually helps you. So a lot of great things on that. It is a natural sugar. So it is for those that are having to lower their sugar consumption, honey is a great alternative. Now, of course, we talk about don't overdo it, obviously, but it is a great sweetener alternative. Particularly those are again in the low carb diet world.
Oh my
Honey is a great substitute for that
yeah.
sweetness that you want.
Okay, so I got it, girl. Look, I got candles. Oh my gosh. Oh,
Oh
look
my
at
gosh, that is so
this.
cute.
I got candles and they have the like the little it's like the little house. It's
Oh my
so the set. So this
honeycomb.
yeah, so this is a gift box set, which is great for like, corporate gifting, whatever it is that, it just is as a gift. It's so pretty and so amazing. So it comes with two candles. I love that. Look, I'm just like, oh my God, they're so cute. You don't even want to like open them, not open them, but turn them on.
You
But
want to
it's so
kind of want
cute.
to eat it actually. Yeah.
It
Could we
smell
should
like
we
no
should we have
seriously.
a disclosure? Please do not eat the candles. Those are not meant for
I
consumption.
know. And then they come with these little
Honey sticks.
isn't that so cool, y'all?
Oh, I love honey sticks. Ooh.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh. I've never seen these, by the way. This is like a first for me. So
You've
this
never
is
seen a honey
interesting.
stick?
I have not. No, I have
Ooh.
not. So this is very interesting for me. I'm learning something new today, y'all. So seriously. But okay, this is the prize. And my camera is like all of a sudden decided not to like, there we go. Be my blessing, y'all. It is I love the jar it comes in, like oh, and it has, like
I love the wooden
wow,
top.
they
I love
really
great packaging. It's oh my
my
gosh, wait a second. That packaging is almost as if it's on
uh,
brand.
on brand, look at that. Yes, it is on brand. Oh, look, Michael Carr. I love the story behind it.
Nice.
Magdala. I think that's how I said it correctly. I love the story. And I encourage people to actually, look it up. I think the website is there, right? No?
Yes, let
Yeah.
me pull that up.
Okay.
Sorry. I got excited looking at the unpacking. I didn't pay attention as I do,
I
as
know,
one
I
do.
know. I'm just like, oh my gosh, look, 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 we gotta run, we gotta run. But y'all, so they have it comes when you buy the first box, it comes with a discount code for the next one. Remember the main thing on this, which I love, is that every like 100% of the proceeds of the purchase go to charity. And I mean, how cool is that? So, Michael, you're amazing. Tanya, you're amazing. Be my blessing. You are amazing. And I just love the entire brand. Like, I'm about to like dig in in the honey soon. But y'all, this is so cool. Look at it. Please support. Be my blessing. And yeah, it's just amazing. I'm super excited. But anyhow, thank you again, y'all, for coming to the show today. I know we're running a little late. We're running a little fast, but we do want to give a chance to all the for all everyone to support the other creators who are actually having shows as well. So I adore you guys as always. Remember, we're here every Saturday. We are here highlighting other individuals. Next weekend, I don't know the time just yet, but I have a very super, super show in store for y'all. It's going to be amazing. Like, y'all don't want to miss it. But anyhow, Sia, is there anything you'd like to say?
Well, I just want to say, guys, like seriously, support everyone where you can. Be my blessing. The fact that the proceeds go to charity, to me, again, it's giving back. For those that are entrepreneurs, it's all about that mission these days. As you know, not only are we supposed to grow our business, but you know what though, if we have the opportunity to give back and share and help others grow, go for it, man. Like because a lot of people need help out there. So on that note, speaking of help, everyone follow us to Trevor Van Warden's Unleashed Hotness.
Hotness unleash us. Let's go.
Woo woo! Thank you,
Yes, I
everyone. So
know.
if
And
you don't know
after
how to get there, just go on Trevor Van Warden's profile. Trevor, Trevor, Van, Van, space, Warden, Woerde or On.
yes, yes, the spelling game. And then also at the same time, we're gonna be live stream hopping. This is a thing now, okay? Live
Yes.
stream hopping because it's Donald Clohan as well. He is Leslie Neidick is there as well. So this is the amazing thing, just letting you know, driving the point, saying, hey, connecting with individuals in this community. We're so integrated, we're so supportive. So reach out to one of us, connect with people in the comments. Thank you. And my cat just
That's a sign. That's a sign.
You have to definitely, that's a sign we gotta go.
We got to
So,
go. Bye,
she,
guys.
bye, y'all. Love y'all. Take care. See you next week. Thanks for joining us, and I hope our chat inspired you to make a new connection. Please like and subscribe, and let's build a great community in our little corner where we get serious business done by injecting fun. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, come back to Raquel's Connection Corner.